In today's video, we're taking the rear setup of the 105 from looking like this to this in this video, and we're gonna show you how we do it. So come along with me, have a look, let's have some fun, let's get this rear setup all knocked up. All right guys, so plans for this build is to do a back seat bed sort of setup. So I'll show you the parts I've got. I've already removed like the rear seat brackets and stuff, so I didn't have to do that on camera, but I've done that. I'll show you all the supplies I got and we'll jump straight into getting started on this build. So starting off, what I'm gonna do is have the XTM drawer fridge and an XTM drawer mounted on some MDF, which I have over here. So that's gonna go in the back on the floor, and then it'll have the drawers and another bit on top, then it can make a nice bed. So I'll get into doing the bottom level first and we'll get that all bolted down, ready and carpeted how we want it. So what I'm doing here guys, I'm gonna see how much I've got to cut off each side for it to slide all the way to the back. And also I will put the price of everything that I've used at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. As you can see here, I've just cut this bit now. I haven't shown you guys me cutting it because it's actually terrible weather outside. I'll try and get some more clips later, not that it really matters. But I've just cut this to how I think it should be, so I'm gonna slide it in there. What I've got is 2 bolts sticking out the carpet where the seat rail is kind of mounted. So I'm gonna try and line up those bolts so I can put 2 bolts in it and it should stay nice and still for everything to mount on top of this. So what I'm gonna do is line up the back to where the bolts need to go, then measure out how deep they are from where the back of it's gonna go, and I should be able to find out where the holes need to go for the bolts. All right, so as you can see, I put 2 little marks here on each side where I think the bolts line up. So what I'm gonna do now is go 50 mil down from there, because that is where I've basically lined that up over there. So I'm gonna try and keep this as straight as I can. Go down 50 mil, like that. And then what I'll also do, to make sure that is straight, I'm gonna try and measure across here. That's 6 centimeters. Go down here, put the dot at 6 centimeters. So then I know it's basically where it should be. I'll do the same on the other side. I'll drill some big old holes through there. We'll see if it lines up, then we'll put some carpet on it and get on to the rest of it. Now, as you can see, we've got 2 holes on either side. So what I'm hoping is that they'll line up with these bolt holes I have here. So what I'll do is I'll take out these bolts on each side and we'll see if they line up. Hey guys, I got that all lined up now. I had to re-drill that hole a little bit so it's a bit molested, but that's okay. As you can see, that'll sit there nicely. I'm gonna put some carpet over the front. I'm only gonna do the front of it really because you're not gonna see the back, so why waste the carpet? So I'll do that now and then we can bolt this one down and it can stay there forever. So as you can see guys, I've cut this little strip of carpet just ready to go on that. If you guys don't have one of these, it's the best invention ever. It's just a staple gun, but it uses air pressure, so you just smack it bang on the back of the wood and it goes straight in. But first I'll use contact adhesive. Once the contact adhesive is kind of dried up, I'll staple it straight in and we'll put that in and bolt that in and that piece is done. As you can see guys, we have now got that piece in there. So now what I'm gonna do is start putting the drawer and the drawer fridge exactly where I want it. And yeah, so I can see I got it bolted down there and there, which you won't see that because it'll have the big flat piece on top and even a wing kit in each side. So I'll get to putting the drawer in and putting the drawer fridge on. So I've just mounted the drawer in there, well not mounted it. As you can see, they're a little bit sitting up on the mounts at the back. So what I'll do is I'll cut out little bits of carpet and stick them under that as well. That way it's even with this, or even put a couple washers. But I'll put the drawer fridge in now and I'll figure out where I want it situated and I'll bolt it down. As you can see, I've now got them both sitting in here. So my plan is to take off this top here, take off these, and when they're sitting down, they should sit hopefully flat when they're both bolted down. And then I can put the top over the whole thing and it should work out killer. So I'll get into taking that top bit off now. All right guys, as you can see, I've jumped ahead and I've actually screwed these down. So what I had to do is space it up with a couple of washers here and same at the back, but it's sitting pretty level with each other. So when I put that bit of wood over the top, they should sit perfectly, and this is screwed down to that wood on the bottom. So now I'll measure out how big I want that top piece to be, and then we'll go from there. As you can see guys, I've just cut out that top piece now. So as you can see, it sits in there pretty nicely. So this is where the wing kit will sort of sit. So I'll have a face panel here and the same on the other side, but it sits nicely up against the back of the seats, which is good. It's got a little bit of a gap here because I couldn't actually get this whole piece in the car with it having that gap, but it shouldn't matter when the mattress is over. It'll look fine. I'm happy with it, which is good because I can use those cup holders there. So they're cup holders, which is awesome. So now all I gotta do is I'll carpet this one, I'll bolt it down to the drawer, and then what I gotta do is do the slide over piece, and then it should be done. As you can see now guys, we have now got that top part all bolted down. So as you can see, that sits on the top there like that. So what I'm gonna do at the back is, it has kind of a section like this, and I'll do the same here. Halfway down, I'll probably put like a support beam, just so like, if you lay there, it's not that bad. As you can see, it's looking pretty good. The wing kits won't be getting done in today's video because I'll wait till I'm doing the 12 volt setup, and then I'll probably do the wing kits. But if I get a bit bored like in a second, and which I probably will, I'll probably end up doing them anyway. So I'll get into this next part, doing the back part. That is all done now, so let's do that in the last part. As you can see guys, this one is all ready to be carpeted. So that'll fit perfectly over the top of that one. And then what I'm gonna do is cut out a few cardboard pieces and make these wing kits. So the first thing I do when doing these wing kits is I always try and make up a little cardboard template. So I usually just start folding or outlining where the sort of cardboard needs to go like that. As you can see, that's already a pretty good example. So then what I'll do is find where the top is that it needs to go, which is about down here a bit. So I reckon about this tall, which I can measure out now, but now it doesn't matter how tall that is. I've got this circular motion here. That is what I needed to fit into that spot. So now what I can do is measure the height. Now I've got that, and I can cut it out on this cardboard, and then I can put it straight on the wood and cut it all out. It works out perfectly every time. So as you can see here guys, got the template all cut out. So that fits in there perfect. You gotta make sure to remember to cut out a little bit of a gap on every single side because that's where the carpet's gonna overlay. So I'll cut this now and I'll show you guys the end result, and I'll do the same for the other side. As you can see here guys, those wings are now done and it is now looking absolutely sick. So this will be the side that has all the 12 volt stuff on it. If I remove all the dirt and crap that's on there, that'll have all the 12 volt stuff on it. So that'll be looking absolutely schmick. The other side will just be sitting there like that. I've now got all the spray on this one. So I'll go around and staple it, and then we can put it in and see what it looks like. So basically guys, as you can see, I've got that top bit in now, and this is how it will sit normally. And then when you want to use it, you slide it all the way back there. I can't really do it holding the camera. So I'll put your camera down. I'll go into the door. So it's sitting there like that. I'll come open this door and pull it through. So it pops over. I've got a nice little bed. It's got a bit of an up here, which I'll probably fix by putting maybe something underneath this bit here so it sits a bit more flat instead of dropping down like that, and I might do that just now. You can see guys, I fixed that and I just cut a bit of this and put it under the front of that, so it's all fixed now. So I'm gonna jump in there and we'll see how it is. So there we go guys, I'm laying in here now. It's pretty bloody strong. I don't think it's going anywhere. I can fit in here head to toe, and I'm about 6'2", so I fit in here nicely. Only thing I need to do is buy a mattress, and then it'll be absolutely done and I can go camping. So cost of the drawers came to $800 with the drawer and the drawer fridge. The cost of the carpet was $150 from Bunnings, and the cost of the MDF was also $150 from Bunnings. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.